I love how, I guess just for lack of a better word, like R-rated this show is. I didn't really know. I hadn't seen the trailer when I pressed play, so it just kind of just hit me like a bus whenever certain words started flying. So I'm wondering if you guys could reimagine any great animated movie that you grew up watching, but maybe remade with a hard R rating. Which animated classic would you like to see remade with the sort of R rating that you guys have here?
I'd like to see Cinderella as a hard R. I want to hear what Cinderella really thinks about her living situation. You know, I've been watching a lot of these Disney movies for the first time because I got young kids. So seeing the way Cinderella was treated, I'd like to see her drop some F-bombs every once in a while, let it go a little bit.
You think Disney was maybe censoring that a little? There's like some deleted scenes, some stuff on the cutting room floor that we haven't seen?
I think if you're treated like that long enough, you're going to drop some hard language in there. Drop some R.
I used to love to watch Speed Racer. I would love to see that with some F-bombs. Just
yes.
Totally.
Like Speed Racer, him and Tracy and Chim and Sprite, and anybody, Sprite, all of them.
And when those cars crash?
Yeah, I want to change my answer. I want to see Pinocchio. I want to see that little wooden boy. He's the only one that swears. But once they make him, I want him coming out just being like, fuck you, don't touch me.
As the nose keeps growing, he gets really upset about that.
And I want Giuseppe to hate his language, and I want that little wooden boy just to be a rat with disgusting language.
Of course, you could take any Disney and make it R-rated to be hilarious.
Which one would you like to see?
But maybe Richie Rich. Can you imagine if they were filthy and nasty and rotten? That would be, well, I guess it'd be Dynasty or Modern Housewives or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I want to see Beauty and the Beast with with an X rating, because that would be hot. That would be actually pretty hot to watch, because I don't know if you remember him and Beast, all regular form, was pretty attractive, and also Belle is beautiful, and also I want to watch that candlestick fuck. So it would be great.
Well, now I'm thinking of all the things my daughter makes me watch, like Frozen and Princess and Coco and Moana, and I don't really want to see those as R-rated.
Speaking of Netflix, I love this style of animation so much, and they surprised us the other day by illustrating us in the style of the show. And so I don't know if you guys can see this, but that's me. That's animated Jake Hamilton. So I was wondering, you guys know all the characters in this show very well. You know this world very well. Can you tell me a little bit about who this guy is? Can you tell me a little bit about the Jake Hamilton?
Jake Hamilton's an assistant coach. He works at Barry's Steakhouse in the back.
Coach in the back, not even in the front.
No, he's back of house. And he is like a social studies teacher at the school, but nobody really listens to him.
Oh, but he's got a hell of a beard, though.
Got a hell of a beard. Cleo, what do you think?
He tends to be a jerk. Even though we're really good friends, he tends to be a jerk.
That's
and
right.
If you have a friend that you can't tell the truth to, then you're not really friends. And one thing about it, I can always set him straight. He can come back with whatever he want to come back with. But when I get ready to tell him something, I'm going to tell him something, because the first 4 times he's not going to listen.
I'll tell you another thing, Cleo, is he loves your character singing. He always goes to the concerts.
Look at those big soulful eyes.
That's right.
Nah.
He's hard-headed. He's not going to listen. He thinks he's the only one with a brain. We have a lot of people like that in our lives.
That guy says, whatever you do, coach, don't put me in. Those are the eyes of a deer in headlights.
Yeah, he's got a solid mid-range jumper, I believe. You don't want him on the boards. You don't want him in the trenches with you. He's definitely going to choke at the free throw line. But overall, at the Applebee's afterwards, you want to hang out with him.
But he would get too drunk at Applebee's after, it seems like something.
Those eyes
what is he getting drunk on?
Those eyes have a psychosis about them too. Like you either don't want to go in the game, or you just showed up to the game late from a 3-day bender.
But look at that beard, though.
It's claw. It's beautiful.
That's really
beautiful beard. Yeah, that's the best part.
Just say that the profession of the coach has been such like a staple in the world of pop culture, whether it be different coaches in movies or TV. Growing up, who was a pop culture coach that taught you guys like sort of the most life lessons?
I didn't have a pop culture coach, but in 7th or 8th grade, I had a really cool coach. She was really nice. She's the one that had me thinking about, thinking I could be a gymnast. And well, I thought I could be a gymnast. And she was like, well, no, honey, you could do shot put, but you can't do gymnast. But she really, she gave me some wonderful encouragement. I don't even remember her name, but she was in 7th and 8th grade, my coach, because I was at a middle school and she really had us thinking that we could do and be whatever we wanted. Like I was really looking at going to the Olympics for like a few months. Wow. And I loved it. She was great because she made me think of myself outside St. Louis. I'm originally from St. Louis, so I liked her a lot. She was very encouraging to me.
Don't you give up on that Olympic dream. I still believe in you.
Thank you.
I got you. Jake, what about you?
I'm going to be like your teacher. Give up on the Olympic dream. You're a hell of an actress. You got that going. You're a hell of a singer.
Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Jake.
I grew up outside Chicago, so Mike Ditka was in his heyday when I was growing up. And so that type of character I grew up thinking was really normal for a coach to be very abusive to reporters. And it was really celebrated in, the culture I grew up in Chicago. We just loved coaching. We loved to see him give the middle finger to the media. And as I've gotten older, I've realized how absurd the behavior is of these coaches, from Bobby Knight to all these maniacs. And, when Ben Hoffman came to me with this idea, it felt like a really fun moment to be able to play one of these guys because they are going out of fashion as well they should in real life. And so in entertainment, it's fun to be able to play with them a little bit.
Comedically, probably like Ditka.
Oh, yes.
I mean, comedically. I wouldn't say are you talking about real life lessons? Like real life lessons.
Yeah, however you want to take
pyramid of success.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm going to pick Craig T. Nelson, the coach of the coaches.
Literally coach.
There you go.
Yeah. I learned so much from him.
Wasn't there a coach in Cheers who didn't know anything?
Yeah, in the first season.
Yeah, he was the bartender.
Yeah.
I think that really helped solidify my idea that sports were useless and there was no point.